They charge you more to see a doctor. They put up everything except your wages. A week after this Prime Minister rolled Malcolm Turnbull, he made the pilgrimage to Albury to define his new leadership. He did the usual Liberal Party thing, disinterring the words of some dreary old Robert Menzies quote like he's reading mantra from the Dead Sea Scrolls. And he told the assembled Conservative faithful the core philosophy of his government. We look after our mates, he said. Well, you certainly do look after your mates. The Liberals look after their mates and their mates look after them. $400 million for Paladin. Why not? It's got a company registered at a beach shack in Kangaroo Island. I didn't realise that Kangaroo Island was a tax haven. Another $500 million for the mysterious Great Barrier Reef Foundation. $500 million for a foundation who didn't even ask for it. Because as long as the donations flow in the Liberal Party, this government doesn't mind. This is a Liberal government of their donors, by the donors, for the donors. No wonder the Prime Minister described our call for a National Integrity Commission as a fringe issue. No wonder they've kicked that into the long grass. We won't hear any of that before the next election. He doesn't want to know about Senator Cormann's free flights. He doesn't see anything wrong with the Liberal Minister for Finance calling the Treasurer of the Liberal Party, who just also happens to be the CEO of a multi-million-dollar travel company, to sort out some free overseas travel. But apparently that's how things work at Hello World. I want to draw to the House's attention the half-year Hello World investor presentation. It is truly remarkable. As part of the reasons why you should invest in Hello World, they talk about their merits, their strengths. I kid you not, it says one of the reasons why this is a great company with brand awareness and customer acquisition, it says it has the right people in the right places. Nice work. And let's be candid here. I like the Finance Minister personally, but it just doesn't fly that when you book a $2,700 holiday that you don't notice that it's on your credit card and you've never noticed if you paid for it. In the real world, people notice that money and if you've paid for it. Now, the Prime Minister's determination to imitate the three wise monkeys, I hear nothing, I know nothing and I say nothing, on this issue just doesn't stop at that. Apparently he's got no interest in getting to the bottom of what happened with Ambassador Hockey. I mean, Joe Hockey, not a bad fella, but what on earth was he thinking? $1 million shareholding, let's line up the introduction, and the whistleblower at Hello World just spells it out. How can this meeting happen, he says to the Liberal Treasurer of Australia? Hockey owes me. You know, Joe Hockey declared the age of entitlement is over, but for this Liberal government, it never, ever ended. And if people want to understand the mentality of the modern Liberal Party, it's not every member over there, but it's a heck of a lot of them. They rub shoulders with their rich donors, and they have a sense of frustration, these Liberal members of Parliament. They look at their friends who they rub shoulders with in the private sector and they say, they earn more money than us, poor us, we're Liberals. We're sacrificing our wages to serve the public. So therefore it is permissible to take the gifts, to do the introductions. This is the mentality. They feel that public service should come with a special subsidy because that's the way they view public service. The problem is that they treat everyone else with disdain. Taxpayer money like it's its own personal expense account. They can shout over there, but they can't deny the truth. They know that when it comes to kicking people off the dole, they're all over it. If it comes to sending threatening letters, they're all over it. They know when someone shouldn't be getting $265 a week. They just don't understand why they can't have it all for themselves. When it comes to the way they treat the health budget, they'll cut that. But when it comes to sorting out a holiday, hello, mate, hello, world. One set of rules for the Liberals and one set of rules for everyone else. And we see that again with the fact that these people, they're happy to put everyone else in court. They're happy to put everyone else in a royal commission. They expect everyone else to cooperate and they expect people to pay their own legal bills. But when it comes to them, the rules do not apply. $288,000 for Senator Cash not to write a witness statement, the most expensive non-statement in the history of the Commonwealth. We see the Minister for Goldstein, you know, Jeffy, Timmy, how are you, mate? How are you, mate? Could we line up an investor shareholding meeting to go with your little branch meeting so we could do a bit of product placement for both? Right people in the right place. And then, of course, we cannot forget that old faithful, the member for Fadden. He is the great multitasker of the modern Liberals, the Renaissance man of rort. I have one question which Australians are asking. How do you spend $40,000 on the internet? What on earth are you downloading? Now, what the Prime Minister will say, oh, it's all Canberra bubble union conspiracy. Watch out, votes will start. Watch out, scare, scare. And he'll say that people out there and voters, the voters out there, don't care about the government wasting money, disrespecting ministerial standards. What a contemptuous attitude this born-to-rule mob have about public money and public service. Australians do care about integrity. That is why, if we are elected, Hello World will be the first item on the National Integrity Commission that we will set up. When they're faced by facts, they just ignore it. What they will say is, we're wrong. This is the bubble. Well, you know what they say? They say that the workers are wrong about flat wages, the women are wrong about the sexism, the teachers are wrong about the cuts to school. They say the carers are wrong about the crisis in aged care. We haven't forgot you, Minister for Aged Care. The CSIRO are wrong about climate change. The energy experts are wrong about renewables. The Academy of Science is wrong about the fish kills in the Menindee Lakes. The First Australians are wrong about the voice in the Constitution. The international community was wrong about moving the embassy. ASIO are wrong in their security briefings. The federal police, they say, are wrong about Senator Cash. And, of course, they'll say to the banking victims, they were not wrong to oppose the Banking Royal Commission. All this government has left is fear, dishonest scare campaigns. They think the government will forget their failures. Oh, no, they won't.
The Leader of the Opposition's time has concluded. Is the motion